my channel. I hope you are all doing well. My name is Claire. If you're new here, hello, welcome, hope you stay. Today's video is a collaboration. I love collaborations. I haven't done one this year. It's been a long time, but two of my faves right now. We've got Soph from Make It Soph, and we've got Stace at Stace Makes. I keep calling her Steak and I don't know why. Sorry, Stace. Stace Makes. Two amazing woodworkers and artists, actually. Yeah, if I could be half as good as them, I'd be winning. Anyway, we decided to do a woodworking collaboration, and we've all made perpetual calendars. So even though we're all making the same thing, they're not going to be the same, guaranteed. This is my contribution. So this is my one. You would have all seen these before. They've got the wooden blocks that you can move around, and you've got your dates here and your month of the year here. Yeah, this is mine. Just to let you know before you press play, this is wonky as. The box is about the only straight thing about this project, and that's absolutely fine because I've made these out of railway sleepers left over from my garden, and this wood here is actually scaffolding planks. There's nothing straight about this, okay? So I'm just letting you know before you decide to write in the comments, that's a bit wonky. Yeah, took 3 days of sanding. I nearly lost it. Stuff nearly got smashed, but it's all right. I absolutely love it. After you've watched my video, do be sure to go over, check out Stace, check out Soph. They're both amazing. Share the love, subscribe to their channels. They are seriously the bestest. And yeah, hope you enjoy all 3 videos, and I will link their channels in my description box below, and I will see you there. Right, the only tool I have really for this job is my saw. I've just cut down around about this much. I'm going to come along now with the saw because I feel like this is the only piece of wood up here that hasn't been split, whereas all of the rest has got splits travelling all the way through, and they come out the back as well. So I'm hoping to get 2 blocks out of this. Okay, hand sawing was a no-no. I do not have the patience for that. So I ended up getting my new circular saw, which I did find batteries for online, bit of a saga, and I managed to cut a strip, which then allowed me to put it on my mitre saw because they're easy, they fit underneath and I can cut them. So now I've just got to make sure that they're square. At the moment this is still rectangular. Just measure it, perfect square, and then cut. Okay, I have got 2 of the roughest blocks you've ever seen in your life. They are approximately the same size all the way around, and that's exactly what you want. When you turn them, you want them to be same height, same size. Now for the day and the month underneath, actually I'll probably just do month underneath, I'm going to use some scaffolding plank. So I'm going to cut strips of this. My difficulty with this is that I haven't really got some beautiful straight pieces. They're all a little bit drunk. See the angle there, they're all a little bit drunk, but I've got 5 sheets of this, so I'm going to look through them all, try and find my flattest pieces. So for the months that are going to be sitting under the day blocks, the day blocks are 3.5 inches, but I'm going to be sanding those down, so I'm going to work on approximately 3 and make these approximately 1 inch each around, if that makes sense. So I'm going to cut 3 strips and then make sure they are no wider than this, and then sand them all down to perfection. So I did have to buy a vise for my workbench because my new sander is a little bit too powerful and it was literally ripping the wood out of my hands, and there was no way for me to sand it safely. So I'm going to clamp the wood into the vise and then give them all a really good sand because this wood is very wonky.
Oh my child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve all the bad and the hurt. I know you've tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time.
It's at this point where I could have given up. Okay, now when I say I've sanded, I have sanded like my life depended on it. This wood is so wonky and blocks have come out really quite nice. Loving those, bearing in mind they were scaffold plank. This is the best cube. It looks great, it looks amazing. Wonky! So wonky! And this one, wow, I can't even talk about this one. This one and me, we're not friends. It blew out as I was sanding. It blew out a big chunk here, so I had to bring it back, which made this bigger, so I had to bring this back. And quite frankly, I'm done. We're going to call this rustic chic. Yeah, we'll go with that. So next plan is to build a housing for it. So I've got some leftover, I am muffled, I've still got my dust mask on. I've got some leftover plywood that we used for the walls of the workshop. So I'm going to just cut this out. I've kind of laid my blocks down, worked out the size and worked out how much over the edge I want. Then to cut it, I'm going to come out a bit from here so that I've got enough here for the walls, whilst still be able to move it in and out. I'm not going to film this. I'm just going to quickly cut it out and then glue it and hope for the best. Okay, I've got my little bits of plywood cut out. I've got the base here, see all my pencil marks. And then I've got my sides, which I'm going to wood glue on and then kind of prop them in place so that they're definitely 90-degree angles. Then I'm going to do the back, stick it all together, paint it, job done. Okay, so I'm getting, sorry, tripping over stuff. I'm getting somewhere with the box. I've got the two sides glued down. I'm just about to make the back, which is a really thinner, it's much thinner 5mm plywood. Yeah, I'm loving this part. I think cutting wood is easier than... Here is the finished calendar. You can see how wonky it is, but it's okay. I'm gonna love it regardless. I'm gonna paint it now. So the colors I've chosen, this is the hardest part for me. I didn't know what colour to go with. I am going to go neutral. I'm going to go white and grey. It's just going to fit in with every kind of decor really. So the two colours, all I'm using is white and black, and I'm just going to mix them to get the desired effect. And then I'm going to use a Posca pen to write the numbers and the words on the blocks.
I've been waiting all my life for someone like you, like you. I would watch the days go by, wasted in blue. I was out of use. Now every day, every night, every moment with you, I'm walking on air. And every day, every way, I feel I can't lose. I wanna shine.
write the numbers and the words on the blocks. For the numbers, they need to be very specific. I'm using just a Posca pen, but you guys obviously use any tool you want. So the numbers have to be like this. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 across the middle of the block, and then 5 at the top, 0 at the bottom. And then for the second block, it's going to be this way around. We have got 1, 2, 6, 7 across the center, across the middle of the block, and then 0 and 8 at the bottom of the block. The 6 is going to double up as the 9. All those numbers should theoretically provide you with all the numbers you're going to need.
Child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve all the bad and the hurt. I know you tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright. Your life you've tried to be a good man inside.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. You would have seen the struggles. The struggles were real. I don't really have the tools. I just had a mitre saw that really couldn't cope with the railway sleeper, and then I used a hand saw. It didn't work. And then, yeah, but the end result is absolutely just fine for my home. I do love it. Yeah. So again, thank you so much for staying to the end. If you did stay to the end, I really appreciate it. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed this enough to give it a go. Honestly, my advice would be buy the wood as you need it. So you can buy a whole length of 3 by 3 or 4 by 4. Buy the whole length. Just chop it up into cubes and you're good to go. I really went the hard way round, but because of the current situation, I couldn't get out to buy any wood. I had to just make do with what I've got. Hope you enjoyed it, guys, and do be sure to go over and check out the other girls. And girls, thank you so much for the collaboration. It's been fun. Cannot wait to see yours. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Everything that you thought you should didn't seem to do you any good. I know you've tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life?